this time you have him in play, and what dynamic does that bring to the floor?
It brings a huge one. It's like dropping a big stone in a small puddle. It changes everything. The ripple effect is huge. The gravity that he brings to the floor definitely affects some of the things you're able to do defensively. Obviously, you got to deal, just with who he is as a player, but also how he distorts the game and creates so much opportunity and chaos out there.
Just seems like every couple games there's something more exciting to see with Ant.
Yeah.
How are you taking it as a coach, and what do you think the biggest things that he's grown over the last year?
Yeah. I honestly think the biggest growth for him has been defensively. He's competes better on the ball. He's more aware off the ball. On the offensive side, it's literally just trying to work through the different things that he's seeing, whether it be different types of pick and roll coverages or running multiple guys at him and learning to process that. And, continues to clean up his shot selection pretty well. I think early in the season, he was struggling to shoot the ball because he was taking a lot of tough ones. He has a good rhythm off the three. He's worked hard off the dribble three. He's worked hard on that. Just kind of incremental gains across a lot of his game.
And also, how big a character is he with you guys? Off the court.
Yeah, he's you guys get the big pieces, you see but he's like that a lot all the time. He is super confident, but very real and genuine. I've said this before, a lot of guys have a confidence that hides an insecurity. He's not that. He knows who he is as a person. He knows who he is as a player. He also knows what he can't do and what he's, struggles with and where he needs to get better. And he owns that. But he really is confident in his abilities to be able to do most things. He's an absolute joy to coach. Every day is the same, always in a great mood, always with a great smile. And it doesn't matter if he's played well last night or not played well. He has the same approach and same attitude.
What do you think Cat's given you this season, and how do you think that compares to the other bigs in this league?
Yeah. Cat's had a hell of a season so far. It really has. It's one of the most efficient players in the NBA. Last game out, he only had 7 shots, scored 17 points. He gives his ability to, run an offense through him. He can score at all ranges. He's really learned that he doesn't have to have a monster game every single night for us to win or be competitive, but yet he's still putting up great numbers, all-star level year for sure for me. Defensively, he's been very impactful. He's rounded out his game for us this year, really has. And those three with D'Angelo and Anthony and Cat, they've really learned how to kind of share the floor and share the moment and share the game, which is something that all these young guys have to do as they're all trying to make their mark at any given time.
How has he been as a leader this season? How does that compare to last season?
Yeah. Cat's been his leadership has been extremely impactful. We told him, in the off season and coming into this season, the best way that you can lead is just be the best version of yourself. And he's done that. His vocal leadership is very direct. He's not, he's not afraid of just saying what our team needs to hear in the moment, but yet he's not talking all the time. He lets his game do his talking for him. He's practicing hard. You can coach him hard. My ability and willingness to coach our best players is absolutely key. And all of our best players allow me to do that. And it starts with Cat.
All right, Corey, we'll go to the Zoom. Go ahead.
Hey, Coach. We'll start with John. John, go ahead.
Hey, Chris. Obviously, Steph and their shooters are such big weapons. But, how much harder is it when they move the ball the way they do? I mean, it seems like if they play on a string to really put pressure on a defense that wants to scramble around and rotate and cover for each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you got to try to get them slowed down, get them in ISO game. They play with so much off-ball movement and so much ball movement that it's a different feel than most teams play every night. So they're going to hit some tough shots. You got to live with those. You got to try to take the easy ones out, and those are the ones in transition. And a lot of the layups they get from the overreaction to things that they're doing. You got to try to have some discipline there.
We'll go last question to Jace. Jace, go ahead.
Chris, not that it really matters, but any disappointment with Carl not being an all-star starter?
I mean, I'm not disappointed yet. I mean, I think he's had an all-star caliber year for sure. And, he still has an opportunity to make that. And I'm confident that he will.
Then with Malik, you said on the radio yesterday that it was like a top priority for you to get him going. How do you go about doing that? Because you've gotten him a lot of good looks all season. So what can happen differently, I guess, to make that happen?
Well, sometimes you just got to keep confidence in your players. He has had a lot of good looks. He's a really good shooter. We know that'll turn around. He has to keep, playing and preparing and working. And, we watched some film and, a lot of conversations, and maybe try to give him some runs with different lineups that might be able to help him as well. And, maybe try to run a few more plays for him and that kind of stuff, whatever it takes.
Thanks, Coach. We'll see you post game.
Okay, thanks,
Coach.
guys.